Good morning, everyone, especially to you, Ma'am Maureen. Good morning, Ma'am. So I'm going to report about my assigned topic in Educate, which is entitled Assessing Fluency and Accuracy in Language Use. But before we delve into the context of my report, let us read first the two objectives. Number one, to evaluate learners' ability to communicate ideas smoothly and confidently through the assessment of fluency, and to measure learners' understanding and application of language rules by focusing in accuracy in grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. So, assessing fluency and accuracy in language use involves evaluating two key components of language proficiency. So, these two components is number one, fluency, and number two is accuracy. We will focus first on fluency. So, it is the ability to speak or write smoothly and effortlessly, focusing on the flow, pace, and spontaneity. So, when you say fluency, being able to speak or write in a language easily and naturally without stopping too much to think. Di kay maghuna-huna pa bitaw ka og unsa ba toy next nga iistorya nimo. So ang fluency is murag naka-organize na sa imuhang mind what's next to say, no? And then next is accuracy. So the correctness of language use. The correctness. Meaning, na kay gibasihan ani nga naay rules nga need nimo follow, including grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and sentence structure. Example ani accuracy is the correct tense of the verb. Naay rules. So these elements are interrelated but distinct. So accuracy and fluency are connected but they are different. Effective assessment considers both aspects to provide a comprehensive understanding of a learner's language proficiency. So to fully understand how good someone is at a language, so you need to look at both the two elements, the accuracy, how smoothly they speak, and the accuracy, how correct their language is. So understanding fluency. Fluency measures how well learners can express ideas without significant hesitation or disruption. So it focuses on flow and coherence. So logical connection of ideas in speech or writing. So when you say flow, it means how smoothly and naturally the words and sentences come together when speaks or write. So it is important no whether it is in spoken form or written form, kinahanglan ang flow and coherence sa language. Like what I've said nga murag naka dapat ang flow sa imuhang pag-istorya or paggamit sa language is murag naka-organize na sa imuhang mind. So naanay nakakuha na siya unsay next nimo nga istorya. So ang coherence on the other hand means the ideas are organized and connected in a clear and logical way. So the message makes sense and is easy to understand. So dili ra kay naka-organize na ang sentence or ang thought sa imong mind. So importante pod ang coherence, no? Nga kanang nay dapat connected pod ang imuhang next nimo nga i-story, next nimo nga sentence sa imuhang ideas. Dili kay murag pag okay pa kaadyo ang flow sa imong sentence, then pag abot sa unahan murag ni simang nasa title. So dapat mag-uba ni sila, no? Flow and coherence. Example ay ani arong mas masabtan. So let's consider this sentence. I paminawan ninyo. I school, went, breakfast, and woke up. So, is it correct? So, of course, no. Nasabtan ninyo, wa, no. Kay, maskin ako nga, ga-istorya, murag galibog po ko unsay buot pasabot adto. So, the sentence is confusing and hard to understand. So, kay wa man si Jana, wa si Jana organize. Wa si Jana, wa na connect ang mga words nga imuhang gigamit. So, how about this sentence? I woke up, eat breakfast, and went to school. So, nasabtan? No. So, ingana, see, this sentence has good flow because it is smooth and doesn't have pauses. So, it also has coherence because the events are in a logical order. Next, speed and rhythm. So, natural pace without unnatural pauses. So, when someone speaks too fast or too slow, it can make it harder for listeners to follow. Bitaw no, kanang naimurag kung paspas tara ka mo istorya, lisod masabtan ang imuhang unsay imuhang buot nga ipasabot. Kung hinay rapod ka adyo, murag boring, murag katugon ta maminaw. So dapat ang speed and rhythm nimo is kanang tama-tama lang, dili not too fast and not too slow, so that engaging ang imuhang the way ka ni istorya and clear pod and kanang dali ra si jama sabtan. And it focuses on the use of fillers and self-correction. So balance the use of fillers. Unsa man ning fillers? Kanang mo istorya kang iniguma nimo gamitan nimo kanang murag maghuna-huna bita ka unsay next nimo nga iistorya mun ka so you need to balance the use of fillers. So methods for assessing fluency. So there are two methods: speaking task and writing task. So, arta sa writing task, evaluate spontaneous conversation, storytelling, or discussions. Then, balance the use of fillers without excessive repetition or backtracking. So, speaking task, kanang insaon man kapag evaluate ani kung fluent na ba ka no. It's, dapat mag-practice ka o kanang storytelling. Or sa mga discussions or like this one kanang reporting. So ikaw may mag-discuss sa atubangan sa imong mga classmates. So that's one way of evaluating through speaking task, evaluating your fluency. Next is writing task. Assess coherence and ease in constructing sentences or paragraph. So, ani pod writing task, i-assess pod kung i-check pod ani kung nag-connected ba ang imuhang idea. So, connected ba ang imong mga ideas nga imuhang gipangbutang dana sa body sa imuhang sentence, na connect ba siya sa title, then kanang na sunod-sunod ba siya, na-organize ba siya. So, ana pod mahibaw-an kung sakto ba ang imuhang pag-construct sa sentence or paragraph. Understanding ani na pud sa accuracy, kinahuman naman ta sa fluency. Understanding accuracy. Accuracy measures the correctness and appropriateness of language use. So it focuses on grammar. So, we all know that sa grammar na ay mga rules nga i-follow. So, correct sentence structures and verb tenses. Example ani, present perfect. Have, ang rules ani kung present perfects, have or has plus past participle. So, mo na imuhang gamiton. So, example sentence, we have visited Paris. So actions completed recently or with relevance to now, muna present perfect. And number 2, it focuses on vocabulary. So precise and contextually appropriate word choices. So ang vocabulary, it is the kanang mga words nga imuhang ang gigamit, no, kung kananay sakto ba ang mga words nga imuhang gigamit sa imuhang sentence. Next is pronunciation and spelling. So clarity in spoken and written forms. So clarity in spoken focuses on pronunciation and spelling. So tan-awon pud ani sa accuracy kung correct ba ang spelling nimo, basig na wrong. Usahay ra ba kay kanang nay over kanang confident nga magsuwat, and then na wrong naman da ito. Pare adtong pag first year or second year I think, second year to. Then si nahandulan ta ni Mama Cast. So before mag-start ta sa ato ang klase, kay kanang magpa-spelling si ma'am, and kanang nay confident ta nga sa genre, pero pag check pa kay wrong man di ay. So mo na no appeal sa i-evaluate ana ang kanang nay unsa ka clear ang imuhang the way ka ni istorya kung spoken, ug ang sa spoken di ay pod paminawon ang imuhang the way ka ni pronounce sa word. Then sa written form pod is ang spelling. So methods for assessing accuracy. Structured test. So use of grammar and vocabulary exercises such as fill in the blank or multiple choice test. So kani nga structured test, use of grammar and vocabulary exercises. So pareha adtong such as fill in the blank. So pareha gihapon adtong mga example na ani katong test nga gihatag ni ma'am nato, no, fill in the blank. Nga imong bisan ni Ma'am Mauri na ama ni fill in the blank nga mga kind of test or multiple choices, common jud ni siya. Next is error analysis, identifying grammatical, lexical, or pronunciation errors. So may example gihapon ani ang katong test nga gihatag ni ma'am, no. Error analysis katong true or false ni dya. So kung true, as extra is what nimo true, but if para nimo false gali ang sentence, you need to identify what makes the sentence wrong, and then imo tong i-underline and imong i-correct nga. So no, ingana katong kamam nga exam error analysis. Conclusion: assessing fluency and accuracy in language use is a crucial process in evaluating language proficiency. Fluency focuses on the smoothness and spontaneity of communication, while accuracy emphasizes the correctness of linguistic elements such as grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. Both components are distinct but interrelated. So as what I've said, they are connected but they are different. So requiring balanced assessment methods to capture a comprehensive picture of learner's ability. And that would be all. Thank you so much.